Yes! Oh my god! Let's go! Yes! TheLuigiStriker! Hey yo, what is up guys? It is your boy, TheLuigiStriker here, back with another amazing video. And today I'm doing like a video that I have actually never done before. I mean, like after like watching like a bunch of videos from like Dream and Dako and like any other like, you know, people who have like done something like this before, it really got me encouraged to like really do like a tier ranking like video, because I wanted like, you know, I was thinking of like new things like to introduce to the channel, and I thought maybe doing like some tier ranking videos here and there would be a lot of fun. And I felt like the perfect way for me to perfectly like to start off with these tier ranking videos, at least perfect way for me, since I absolutely love this band to death. If any of you guys know my channel like really well and know me very well, you know that I have like huge passion for Linkin Park. And if you didn't know that, well, guess what? You do know that. Yeah, this band has been a band that like sadly I started supporting after Chester died, so I never really got to see them live in concert. But like over time, like I knew a few of their songs, and progressively I started to listen to like their full albums, and like I probably listened to their full albums like so many times now it's not even funny. It really does suck that we're not going to be hearing any like Linkin Park music. I mean, I did hear a rumor that they may be trying to get a new singer, and that'd be like awesome, but we're never like Linkin Park's never gonna do the same without Chester though. But the legacy that they left behind was really good. Now before I do start this though, I'm gonna say that I am not a musical person whatsoever. I just have a big liking for the music, so some of my opinions are kind of like weird and like may not make sense. That's understandable because I'm not a music like person, and of course these are obviously my own opinions. So you obviously have your own opinions. You don't have to agree with my opinions whatsoever. I definitely encourage you to go tell me down below how you would like rank any of these songs here, because all of you guys have different opinions. We all have different opinions in this world, because if we didn't have different opinions in this world, then this world would be pretty boring, so so without further ado, I got a nice tier rank here. I got from S all the way to F, and I think we're just gonna go in album order. So at first we have Papercut here. Now Papercut is a great way to open up the Hyper to Fury album. Like, it's really good rock and roll, and Mike has like some serious like sane flows like of his rapping, and Chester does some great singing, and I love how they do like the bridge part of both of them kind of like singing together, then how like at the end Chester like overlays himself like over like his like singing, and the rock just combine it everywhere. It's just so incredibly good with that song. So I personally don't think it's completely S tier, like at least for me personally, but it's definitely a very high like A tier for me. I feel like that's a really good spot to put it. It's a really banger opening for the Hybrid Fury album, and definitely like always love hearing the song again. Like I never mind hearing the song again. And then one of my favorite songs of all time from the Hybrid Fury album is definitely going to be going in S tier for me, is One Step Closer. So One Step Closer is, I personally really like the Linkin Park songs that just include Chester in it. Those are some of my favorite Linkin Park songs of all time. But, you know, like of course Mike is some, I mean, like as you can see, like, I mean later on I'm going to have like a Linkin Park song that's definitely getting an S tier where Mike is singing it. So I have nothing against Mike, he's a great rapper and everything, but Chester is definitely, I felt like was the main star of like Linkin Park for me, and like just like getting to hear his like crazy singing voice, and I love hearing him like all the concert videos that I watch of them. One Step Closer was so insanely like good, and I just love hearing like Chester going, "Shut up when I'm talking to you." That whole part there is just glorious. How they combine all the rock and like the rapping like disc like sounds and everything, and then there's the drums going crazy and stuff in the background too. It's just everything in that song is full rock and roll Linkin Park. That's like heavy like Linkin Park rock and roll, and I always like headbang like every time I listen to that song. It's so incredibly good, unbelievable. The next one is an interesting one. I actually took some time about thinking about this one, and with you, I feel personally is I'm gonna put this one in C tier. Now, I actually I love every single song in Hyper Fury album except two. There's two that I'm not really like a huge like fan of, and you'll see, and you'll obviously like. I know some of you guys are actually gonna like these like well, one song I know you guys are probably definitely like, but another one is like, yeah, I can see why I don't really like that. And one of the ones is actually going to be an F tier, but that's besides the point. With You, I feel like it is very interesting. They use like some very unique sounds like in that song, and I do like, and Chester has a really interesting way of like how he sings in the song, and I do, like I said, I do like how like Mike does like his rapping for the song. But yeah, I feel like just like in all the Linkin Park songs out there, I feel like this one's like a little bit like forgotten like in there, but it's still like pretty good too. And also of course the live concert like versions of it are pretty good. But yeah, this is a song I don't really listen to like incredibly often, but of course like I'm listening for the Higher Fury like all the way through again, and of course I'm gonna listen to that song. I know all these songs, I know the lyrics to like fully, so but I feel like With You though is a pretty like a C tier, but I feel like it'd be in high C tier for me though. So now Points of Authority is an interesting one. This one, this one's highest tier. I think this one's high B tier. Now, for my reasoning for this is, I feel like it's like kind of like one of those Linkin Park songs that's like that is pretty good, but it's not like their top tier like song. So I feel like it's very much like in the middle. Like I definitely like love how like because like, that one's interesting. Like it starts off with Mike like rapping a little bit in the beginning, and then it goes to like Chester singing for like a good while, and I love how they do the chorus and like the bridges and like, you know, like the lyrics kind of leading up into like the chorus and stuff, and then like how Mike does like the bridge of like saying the rapping part in the beginning. It's super unique, and I love just how like the whole song like really flows like very, very well. And yeah, I think it's really good like beat tier, and definitely the rock and roll for that one is really, really good as usual, because, you know, Linkin Park rock and roll is really good. Now, Crawling, no mistake, this is definitely S tier. But like I said, One Step Closer is one of my favorite songs like ever of like Linkin Park in general, and also like on the Hyperfury album. So Crawling is gonna be below One Step Closer, but Crawling is definitely S tier. Like this is like the song like if One Step Closer didn't really show you like Chester's screaming talent, Crawling was the song that was really gonna like do that, because like I like how they do like a fountainy kind of like sound like in the beginning, and then like the sounds they use like leading up, like you can feel like the build up anticipation, and then it just releases to like Chester like just screaming like his like heart out, like doing like his perfect screams that like he always like perfectly like controlled screams, and it was like so incredibly like well done. I love how like it builds an anticipation like of like Chester's like huge screaming moment, and it just goes like quiet and like just Chester like doing that smooth singing voice, because there's always the phrase of like Chester can sing like an angel and scream like a demon, and like this is a good interpretation of that, because he has like his little angelic like side to him there. Then like it like also starts building anticipation again of like the music and everything, and Mike even comes in for a little bit, and then Chester just keeps like showing his like raw screaming talent. It's just like that song is such he's like so iconic for Linkin Park. I think he has over 300 like million views like on YouTube now. So I feel like it'll eventually will get to like 1 billion views like 2 other Linkin Park songs has, and yeah, Crawling is always just like so iconic, and I always never mind hearing it again. Like it's so like it's Linkin Park nostalgia for me pretty much. All right, so we got those. So we have 2 here that I was also a little bit like I was like mixed though, like where I really wanted to like to put it. I definitely didn't want to put them in D or F, because like they're definitely not DNF like songs. Like Runaway and By Myself were very interesting like to rank for me. Now, Runaway I actually feel like is a little bit better than With You, but I don't think it's like hits the B tier like though, because like I said, like there's plenty of like Linkin Park songs in this album that are definitely kind of like in the middle, but they're still like pretty good. Runaway is like is definitely a very like interesting one. Like how do I describe it? I really do like how like Mike and Chester really like do with this song. And definitely like the bridge is like really, I feel like the highlight of the song, and like where like Chester starts off like calm, and then like goes into like a crazy like screaming, and then like does it like a couple times, and then he just starts blowing out like screaming, and then just does like the nice singing of the chorus like afterwards. Yeah, Mike and Chester do a really good job like in this song, and but I don't feel like it's like really gets up to that B, A, or S tier though. That's my personal opinion. And By Myself, I'm actually going to put this one at C. Funny thing is By Myself is actually kind of the ones that like I forget that kind of like exists like sometimes, but yeah, this one also like, I mean, like all these like freaking Hyperfury songs, like it shows some kind of like form of like Chester's like screaming talent, and this one like in the chorus, like I feel like what this song does really well, like a lot of Linkin Park songs do, is how like Chester and Mike combine like their like vocals like with one another, and this is like a perfect example of this one. Like Chester does big screaming, and then Mike kind of like backs him up, and like they're like singing like the chorus like together and stuff. I personally think that's like really cool, like how like they're able to do that so flawlessly in their like Linkin Park songs, and that song they definitely do it really well in. But I personally don't think it's like better than like Runaway or like With You though. All right. Now we obviously know where this next song is going. This song is incredibly iconic for Linkin Park, and like seriously gives any like a beginning Linkin Park fan like so much like nostalgia. In the end, like that has to like go right there. There we go. So like I said, One Step Closer is my favorite song on this album, but like in the end comes in incredibly close like to it though. Yeah, in the end, like it's like the most iconic like Mike rapping like ever, and then like the most iconic just Linkin Park like lyrics. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it doesn't even matter. Like this song is literally a song that could get so easily like stuck in your head like for a good while, and the lyrics are just so much like fun to just keep singing over and over again. I never get enough of singing the lyrics like in that song, and just the whole like when you hear like that piano in the beginning, like you know like that's in the end like the classic just the piano song that like the sound that leads up into it, like you know like you're about to hear in the end, and then like you can just like for Linkin Park fans they'll just start like saying like the lyrics. Maybe they're not even like full Linkin Park fans like but they definitely like a lot of people like have like known this song. Like this song is incredibly iconic like the rock world, and very, very iconic just for Linkin Park in general. So definitely S tier for In the End. Now, Place for My Head. This was actually a song that I didn't really like before. No. I felt like it wasn't really like that good. I kind of felt like the rock to it, like I feel like it was a little bit different, like from like the other songs in the Hybrid Fury album, because I felt like it had like a little bit like a more lower like guitar like sound, like instead of like their like guitar sound maybe you would hear like in like Papercut or something. But this song has like much lower like feel to it, which I found really interesting. But like it did grow on me. And it grew on me so much that I put it. I'm gonna have it on low B tier. Yeah. Because, like, I realized that this song has incredible mic rapping, like, first of all, and I love, like, how Chester, like, sings, like, the chorus, and then, like, the bridge of this song, like, in live concerts, like, it gives me, like, the chills, bro, like, how Chester's, like, whispering it, and then, like, he just goes full belting out, like, screaming, and then just mob hits, like, you know, going everywhere, like, in the live concert, like, oh my gosh, like, this song is seriously, like, growing on me, like, over time, and then, like, and then, like, how, like, it goes to, like, a bridge, and then, like, after, like, the chorus, and it kind of goes into, like, another kind of, like, bridge, like, at the end, and then Mike's just completely, like, going off, and, like, Chester's just screaming with him in the background, like, oh my gosh, it just gets me giddy, like, every time I listen to this song now, so, incredibly good, definitely, like, I feel like I'm able to kind of B rank for the B tier. Now, Forgotten, I'm actually going to put this one in B tier as well. Yeah, Forgotten. Because, like, this song always, like, really, like, captures my attention, because it goes from the top to the bottom, from the top, I stop at the core, from the cannon in the middle of my thoughts, take a thought for my safety, the picture's there, but everyone escapes from both, why should I care? Like, it just starts off with a bang, like, I mean, like, I feel like most, like, Linkin Park songs, like, they kind of, like, build up into it, but, like, this song, like, just, like, goes straight off, like, starting off, like, with a bang, which is just crazy, and I always love that about this song, and, like, the chorus is always, like, great to keep, like, this chorus actually did take me a while to, like, memorize. I remember I always kept getting the lyrics wrong until eventually I finally kind of got it down. Maybe I'm still getting it wrong, who freaking knows, but yeah, I just love how it just starts off strong and it just keeps going strong throughout like the whole like rest of the song, and yeah, definitely I really like that one a lot. Now, like I was saying earlier in the video, we had I was talking about a song that like was going to be an F tier, and yeah, Cure for the Itch, F tier. There's not really much I want to say about this one. It's just like, I mean, normally, like, I don't really like Linkin Park's, like, instrumentals, like, too much. Like, there's actually is one instrumental that, like, later on when I do a Matora, like, ranking video session is actually one of their instrumentals that I actually really like. But this one, it's just, I don't know, it's very to me. I just, like, I don't want to listen to it, like, that's, like, the one song in the Hybrid Fury album that I just skip, like, it's just, like, obviously it's not like a song, it's just like an instrumental track, and it's not really that much of a memorable instrumental track, and you never really hear many people when they think of the Hybrid Fury album ever talk about this song, and I hope you guys can agree with me that this instrumental, The Cure for the Itch, is just kind of garbage, in my opinion. I mean, it does, like, a good job, kind of, like, trying to combine rock and rap a little, like, kind of rappy, like, kind of, like, music to it, but I don't know, I just don't like it. That's just me. You guys can tell me what you think of that one in the comments below. Now, before we get to, like, the extra, like, you know, like, a hybrid, like, Fury, like, songs, which I've heard those songs before, so I actually can rank those. Like I said, I'm a humongous Linkin Park fan, so I've heard, obviously, all their albums, like, multiple times, and I've heard their unreleased stuff a couple of times, and I actually do have one of their favorite unreleased songs, which is Cross the Line from Into Midnight, which I really felt like should have been in the album. But this is about Hybrid Fury. I'm getting off track. I apologize. See, I'm just trying to show you guys how much of a fan I am of this band. Okay. Pushing Me Away. Interesting. I think I'm gonna put Pushing Away. I think I'm actually gonna put it like right behind Runaway. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right behind Runaway. This song I feel like is very. It was kind of like a place for my head. I was just kind of in about it before, and like nowadays I actually feel like pretty good about this like song. It's just, I think it's a full-blown well, actually, I think it has, like, a little bit it has a little bit of mic rapping in there, but it's mainly, like, Chester, like, singing, and I really do like the vocals, like, for the song, and the chorus, like, is always, like, so much fun to sing. Why I never walk away, why I play myself this way, and now I see they were testing me or pushing me away, why I never walked away, oh, why I play myself this way, now I see they were testing me, pushing me away, and I love how, like, also leads into, like, the, like, bridge, and, like, they keep, like, and like I love like how like Linkin Park like does like, you know, like the mic and the Chester like combining together, and the bridge was a really good like showing of that again, and then like it just goes full blown into like the chorus again, and I love how like they like end the song with like keep saying like they're like pushing away, and I feel like overall it was like a really nice way to end off like the Hybrid Fury album. So yeah, I personally like think that song is pretty good. Nice way to end off a really nice beginning album for Linkin Park. Now, let's go talk about the unreleased stuff that wasn't like a full part of like the album. So my December, actually when I was making this, I actually did have this in very low C, since like even though I know it's not like in like it's nowhere like near like in the style of like the other songs like in the Hybrid Fury album. Like this song feels like something that would be more in like One More Light or something. But this is apparently an unreleased song for Hybrid Fury. So My December, I'm probably gonna put this one in a high D rank. Now, like, just compared to the other songs, though, it's like, it's not as good compared to, like, the other, like, Linkin Park songs, though, but, yeah, My December, though, like, I really do like, this is a really good representation of, like, Chester has such a beautiful, like, singing voice, like, too, and, like, even sometimes, like, I actually, like, cry to this, like, song, because, like, it's just so incredibly beautiful, like, how he, like, goes into, like, the last, like, chorus, like, and he says, like, so clear, give it all away, just to have someone to go to, something like that. But I love like how like it just transitions like to the song and how like he really like uses his voice in the song. Like it's just so incredibly beautiful. And like of course Mike like backs him up a little bit, like kind of like when he leads in, like when he leads up to like the chorus. So really good. But yeah, obviously compared to like the other Hybrid Fury stuff, it's just not like as good as comparison though, of course. And then we have our final song, High Voltage. Now, I'm gonna put this in low D. It's not F, but like, this is actually one of the Hybrid Fury songs, like out of like all of these. High Voltage and Cure for the Itch are the ones that I just don't listen to, really. Like High Voltage, I feel like, has like an interesting like Linkin Park like sound. It's definitely more for like the rapping, and I think it's mainly just Mike singing in that song. I don't, but like I said, I don't listen to this song like very much, so I can't really give like High Voltage. Like I don't really have like too much to say about this one. It's just like not really one of my like favorite like Linkin Park like songs. Mike does like some interesting like rapping here, and some of the music is okay, I suppose. But I don't know. Like I said, like My December, like it's just like not really as good like compared like to like the other like songs in the Hybrid Fury. So yeah, that is it for me ranking the Hybrid Fury like songs. So let's see what we have here. So we have an S tier, my favorite being One Step Closer, and then In the End, and then Crawling. And then A is we have Papercut there. And then for B we have Points of Authority, Place for My Head, and Forgotten. And then for C we have Runaway, Pushing Me Away, With You, and By Myself. And then for D we have My December and High Voltage, and then F we have Cure for the Itch. So yeah, like I said, like in the beginning of the video, if you guys have like a way you would rank these Linkin Park songs, like go ahead, go tell me in the comments below, or maybe like share a picture of me of like you doing like the same tier ranking list for you. But definitely, I'm hoping I can get to you guys a tier ranking video for the Mature album, because like Mature album is actually like out of all the Linkin Park albums, that one's actually my favorite, and I feel like it has the most like Linkin Park songs that I personally like. Like the Mature album is actually my favorite kind of style of Linkin Park, but Hybrid Fury is a very close second though. Like Mature just barely like beats out like Hybrid Fury like for me. But definitely very excited to share my thoughts on the Mature songs. I hope you guys like my thoughts on the Hybrid Fury stuff, and yeah, I'll be seeing you guys later in the next awesome video here on the TheLuigiStriker channel. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.